Well, here we are in sunny Fort Lauderdale. In the house, the one and only Mr. Noel.
It is amazing to be. I gotta tell you, man, it was getting cold up in New York this morning. It was freezing. And as soon as I stepped off that plane, it was like a heat wave. Boom.
It's not as bad as Vegas, man. Vegas sucks you up like a vacuum cleaner.
Screw Vegas. I don't know anybody over there. I know people here.
Bro, let me tell you something. This is Noel country down here.
I used to live down here. I lived down here for 7 years. You know?
What city?
I was in Pembroke Pines.
No kidding.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, how far back?
Man, I was maybe 6 years ago.
No shit.
About 7 years ago. Yeah, man.
So you're a South Florida boy.
Yeah, I used to live in Pembroke Pines, and
that's my city.
I was supposed to work for Jam and Johnny. You know Jam and Johnny.
Yeah, Jam and Johnny. I know
at
Jam
the radio
and Johnny.
station, B96, I think it was.
Power 96.
Power 96. And he told me, yo, I got a job for you as a disc jockey down here in Florida. So I packed up everything. I moved down here to Florida, and the radio station, the people that owned it sold the station, and they changed the format.
They sure did. That was around 93,
you
94.
You remember that?
With Greg Beasley.
And dude, so I packed everything up. I came down here, and man, I was like, oh, what am I gonna do now? Because I was out of a job, and I packed up everything. So I stuck it out for as long as I could, for like maybe 4 years or something like that, and things weren't working out for me down here, so I had to go back up north.
Back up north.
But, yeah.
Did you come down here with your motorcycle?
No, I had a 1969 Corvette at the time that I used to ride around with and cruise around Miami with. It was nice being down here, but it was tough for me. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Well, but I don't know how tough it can be with the songs that you have. All you gotta do is open up your mouth and the doors will open.
During that era, nobody was playing 80s club. No, there was no radio stations catering to it.
Man.
There were no clubs catering to it.
Bro, you needed to have hooked up with me. That's when I got started.
I tell you, the whole time I was down here, I did maybe 2 shows down here in Florida. The whole time I lived down here for and I'm telling you, 5 or 6 years, I think 6 years.
So times have changed though. Now you're busy, man. I see you every weekend. Every weekend you're somewhere else.
Yeah, you're selling out concerts. Look at Bimini. Bimini was awesome.
Bimini was awesome.
That entire hotel was sold out.
Well, get ready because Bimini's right around the corner. It's getting ready to happen again this year.
Dude, if I gotta wash dishes to be there, hire me because I want to go again.
No, bro, you're there.
And the girls want to go again too. Danielle and Brielle, the dancers, they want to go. But because everybody had a really good time.
Out of all the songs that you sing, which is the one that you personally like the best?
Of my songs?
Yeah.
You know what, man? I like all of them because all of them, definitely mean something special to me in their own way. But I gotta say that since it was the one that really put my name on the charts, I gotta say Silent Morning,
Did put your name on the map.
I honestly think that Question was a better,
I love the Question,
song and production.
That's like a pop song.
Yeah, when we did the Question, we already had the recipe down. You know what I mean? Like we were already veterans at it, and we could just sit in the studio and knock out something in 3 hours. You know what I mean? And I worked with some really good people, Tony Moran. You know what I mean, from the Latin Rascals.
I saw that flavor
Worship.
in there.
Yeah, Tony's awesome. Yeah, you guys you gotta bring Tony. Tony's.
Bro, I haven't. When last time I had Tony Moran was with 15,000 people at Hialeah Racetrack. When he sang Arabian Nights, the place flipped upside down.
Forget about it, dude. I do a little freaking skit every time I do shows now. I do a little bit of Arabian Nights, but it was. I worked with him, and I think production-wise, lyric-wise, it was a great song. Maybe even better than Silent Morning. But that's just me.
It's all about getting radio play, man.
Yeah.
You could be sitting on $1 million in your house, but nobody knows about it. What difference does it make?
Back in the day, it was different though. Back in the day, radio stations were really playing a lot of the stuff that we did. Not so much now. But we had little arrangements with a lot of different stations. Like we would do free shows for them, you know what I mean? And they would play our record and stuff. And And then that just got the whole ball rolling, because after that it was radio station after radio station all across really the globe that started playing what we do. Man, you were
bro,
there.
because the radio station stopped playing it. That's why I started my own radio station. Your song is on every hour. Miami One Radio, every single hour we play.
And that's what this place needs. I'm telling you right now. Look at the vibe over this show and the big concert that you're doing. I mean, you were telling me yourself that people were like messaging you off the hook.
It's off the hook. I'm not using any terrestrial radio station, and this show's just about sold out. That's how people love
these
freestyle
people
music.
down here want it. They want to hear it. They want to see it.
They miss it. It's the best time of their life.
Yeah.
I lived it with them. I partied with them. They used to love Power 96.
But it's not just our generation, bro. It's a whole new generation of kids that grew up with parents that listened to what we were doing, who love 80s dance music, man. I don't want to use that term freestyle, because I don't, back in the day, we didn't call it that. I mean, I understand people, they know what you're talking about when you say freestyle nowadays.
But now it's crossed over into a new generation of people that they never understood the word freestyle.
Dude, back then we used to call it club music, because you know why? And I'll tell you why. Because the radio stations weren't playing it. It was only the club DJs that were playing that music before the station started playing it. So the only place you could hear what we were doing was in the dance clubs. And those were the days of the dance clubs, bro. Palladium, 1018, all the really big major dance clubs. I mean, dance clubs back in the day were like freaking warehouses.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You would have 3,000 people.
Yeah, bro.
In a night, yeah.
Easily, and without somebody performing. But the DJs were all playing what we do. So that's why we called it club music.
Club music.
We call it club music.
Dance music. You can call it whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
When they hear your song, it just takes them back to a time and place and an element that just puts a smile on your face, and it takes care of all your worries. And that's the value.
Music today does not really do that to you. Music today doesn't do that for you, man.
No.
At least not for me. Because it's just it's so different. It's like music today is in and out in a day. You know what I mean? It's like hit or miss, man. It comes in and it's gone the next week. Back then, music, people loved what we did so much that it would hang around for years. You know what I mean?
It's been over 30 years, and they're still
I rest my
listening
case.
to the music.
I rest my case. I mean, I don't even have to say anything else about it.
It's funny you say that, because when I first started doing this stuff back in the 80s, I would have given you $1 million if somebody would have told me I would be doing this in my 50s. It's crazy.
There's no way we could have predicted that these concerts would sell out today, so many years, over 30 years later. But that's proof that what we did was really genuine, whole, down to earth music that people really enjoyed, and you don't get that anymore. What you get today is factory pounded commercial garbage that nobody wants to, the DJs won't play, and nobody wants to go see.
Commercial made garbage.
Get it?
I love that description.
You know what, dude? And it's off the top. That's just off the top of my head, because that's the reality of it. And what we did was just, all of us were born and raised. Most of us were born and raised in New York City. Yeah. I mean, I was born and raised in the Bronx. A lot of the other artists were or from the surrounding areas, Jersey, Queens and stuff like that, Brooklyn.
That's where I'm from. I'm a Jersey guy too.
Yeah, so when the stuff we were doing, we were basically catering to the neighborhoods we grew up in when we did that music. We were catering to them, what they like to hear.
And the good thing about this for me is all those people from Jersey and New York, they live down here in Miami now.
Yeah, and that's why they're starving for it down here. You're the only guy right now that's doing this down here.
Well, you know what?
You're the only guy.
I'm going to continue to do it as long as I'm alive.
More power to you, bro.
No, man. I had a vision way back in the day. Why stop? No one else. When radio stopped doing this, I took off like a bat out of hell. You want to stop? Thank you. I'm going to take off.
Yeah, and that was a smart move, because there are a lot of people. All right, I'm up in Pennsylvania now. That's where I live now, and I get messages from people all the time from down here in Florida. You know, when they see the concerts that are going on up in New York and in other places, even California. You know, I did a show in Colorado with Alan Beck. You know, these big concerts like you're doing here.
How many people fitting up in Colorado?
Oh, it was a theater, bro. I'm sold out.
I'm stunned that
Sold
Colorado's
out.
a marketplace.
Sold out, dude. Believe it or not, in Colorado, sold out.
Oh, I'm gonna have to
Alan
go
Beck.
there. Wow.
So, you know, nobody was doing it down here until you.
Yeah.
And I was getting messages left and right from people. Hey, when are you gonna bring that concert down here? When are you gonna bring that concert down here? And
I'm glad tonight when they see you performing over at Blue Martini and Kendall, that place is gonna have a line around the corner.
I hope so, man. I hope so.
It's gonna be there. You know why?
Yeah.
Because I'm getting ready to put this video out there for everybody to see.
Come tonight. It's gonna be good.
Noel tonight in the house.
And you gotta be there because I think the next time I'm gonna be down here is when? Bimini? Because we're doing Bimini again.
Well, I had a conversation yesterday, I think before that. Remember that other venue I'm talking to you about?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you don't want to say anything about that right
I ain't
now.
saying nothing yet until it's signed and adopted.
All right, but can we say anything about the month or no?
I don't know about the month yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, trust me, if I knew it was out there, it'd be out there
so I
already.
won't say that. All right, but something's coming.
It's coming. It's coming.
It's coming.
All right, brother. Let's say goodbye to the people.
Later.
Tonight,
Peace.
Martini.
See y'all tonight.
Blue Martini. Kendall.
Yes.
Peace.